Mind over matter is magic. I do magic. Don't even want to know now. Mind over matter is magic. I do magic. Don't even want to know now. Mind over matter is magic. I do magic. Don't even want to think about it. Mind over matter is magic. I do magic.
Like, I'm good now, but life was lifing for a while. Life was
Yeah.
lifing.
Life was
I made
definitely
the best
life
of
for me
it.
too.
Yeah.
Like earlier, end of last year, earlier this year.
In terms of like just reality checks and
Yeah, more like overall health and like mental health, body
Yep,
health,
yep.
everything. Yeah.
Body health.
Yeah. My mental health was so bad that my body health was bad. Yeah.
That's why it's really mind over matter.
I really had to overcome. I always repeat that to myself whenever I'm going through something.
Mm-hmm.
I always say mind over matter, like over and over.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like mind over matter. Like it's not. That's not that bad.
That's
Let's
crazy.
go.
You just manifested
Yeah.
matter to pop in your life.
I've been saying that to myself for years. Like it's mind over matter.
You know how I even got the idea? It was in a dream.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What was the dream about?
I mean, I don't really dream in color. It's weird. I dream in like you're reading a book, like an audio book. That's how my dreams are. So when I heard it, it was just like a voice. Yeah, I swear I don't take no psychedelics, none of that. It was just I was sober as fuck, and then it was just like mind over matter, mind over matter. Because I was thinking about starting a podcast, and I heard mind over matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a good title.
Yeah, right?
It's something I say all the time. I think other people say it too.
Some people don't even understand what it means.
Yeah.
I don't understand how don't you? I guess they're not living.
I mean, it does take some putting together some connections to understand what mind over matter means. Like I feel like for me it means like matter is things that you experience physically, like right now.
Yeah.
You're going through them, you can feel them, but your mind is more powerful than those things that are happening physically. The mind is the most powerful thing. It's who we are. We are our minds. Yeah. Our bodies are just our vessels to transport our mind around this earth and our consciousness.
Yeah. Like we're spiritual beings having like
a
human experience.
Yeah.
It's not the other way around. People say we're humans having a spiritual, like no. Because if you really think about it, anything that you manifest in your life is because of a thought. Anything, like even the small mundane things you overlook, you thought about it. You thought about taking this route to work. You didn't take a Uber, you took a train instead.
Yeah.
It's all just it's your reality is what you think, period.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. And the thing with mental health, I've been through like dark times and I had to really trick myself out of it using my mind. And when you do that, it's like you basically, by doing this, I'm able now to look at life more like with the glass half full instead of half empty.
Yeah.
Like I force myself to like re-engineer my mind to not even accept like L's. I don't take L's at all. Like
that's incredible.
And like people always try to test me like, "Oh, is she really that positive?" Like I don't have to prove it to you. You know what I mean? Like this is my reality. If you want to believe that, if you want to be pessimistic, then even like today like I'm coming to the studio. I'm a little late. I'm not thinking like, oh my God, I'm late. Oh my God, I can't. Like, oh my God, like, I don't know what to do. What should I do? Like, I know that everything's going to be good. You know what I mean?
That's exactly how I think, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I also have to restructure my mind. It takes like a lot of work and a lot of actual practice in everyday situations. Like once it comes up, your immediate reaction, if you know you're in the past, is like to get upset about it and overthink and stress yourself out. But you have to stop and be in that moment. But like, okay, no, this
Mm-hmm.
is the reality. This is how I'm going to react to it. This is how I feel about it, and this is how we're going to continue on forward.
Mm-hmm. You
Yeah.
have to have like some type of consciousness about it when you go, like, even when I leave the house, like, I have to be conscious about my day. Like, some people really aren't even conscious about their day. They're just thinking they're on autopilot and they're following a series of patterns to lead up to just a predictable solution. Me, I command my day. I say, I want this to happen. I want that to happen. This is my storyboard. This is what I want to happen today. And it happens because I don't doubt it.
And if you're living on autopilot, that's how the years pass, all that time passes, and you realize you wasted time.
Yeah.
If you're not, like how you said, like conscious about your day and about what you're doing, it's just all that time is slipping away from you.
Yep. Yep.
And just with your thoughts, you can manifest any type of reality you want. I can't even tell you the crazy amount of things I manifested just like thinking and believing like my thoughts to become reality so much that I had no doubt that my thoughts would become reality. Like when I think something, I already know it's gonna happen. I have that much trust in myself. I just know because all the times in the past I've thought something and I got it.
Yeah, for sure. And like you said, it does take practice. And we probably sound like some hippie gibberish people to some people, but if you know, because you really have to live in it to understand. If you're not ready to understand like that type of life, it's just like, it sucks because it's beautiful on this side. Like, it's really, like, I really can say confidently, I do not worry. I do have times where life kicks me in the face, but like, I know that it's for a reason. So I needed that lesson.
That's true.
Yeah. I didn't even do my intro. That's crazy. We just got right into it. All right, I'm going to do my intro real quick. I'm going to do my intro real quick. Yeah. Welcome to Mind Over Matter, baby. I'm your host, Deja Wallace. And as you can see, we got new scenery. We got the greenery in the back. We got Jennely here with me. Oh, yeah. We got the legs out today. We got the legs.
Yes,
legs
it's hot
clean.
outside.
Yo, it is blazing outside. Like, it's crazy. It makes no type of sense. But summertime, you know, we're glowing. Skin good. Hair good. Nails good. Everything good.
Yeah.
And I got Jennely. Tell the people a little bit about you because I want them to really connect with you and let them know what you do.
Yeah, so I always start off with this, but it's not really all that I am. But I am a filmmaker. I do my own projects. I also work with other people, helping them on their projects. I edit stuff. I also do photography. I, take photos. But what I feel like I really am is just like a human being creating art. Like I just I write a lot. I do poetry and I incorporate that into my films as well. I'm really just experiencing life right now. I'm not just one thing. I can't just say I'm a filmmaker even because it's a lot of things.
You're a creator of your reality.
That's a good word. That's a good word.
Creator of a reality on some Matrix shit.
Yes, of my reality. Yes.
Yeah. That's dope. I should have known not to even ask you that question. Like, just the way we started this podcast, I've never started a podcast like that. I forgot I was even doing a podcast. I was like, oh, shit.
We're just having a conversation.
Yeah, word. But, like, kick back, relax. And this is episode 66. So we really grinding out here. Kick back, relax, and enjoy this episode. You get me? Filmmaking. I want to be a filmmaker.
Yeah. I see you post sometimes, like, behind the camera. I want to know what that's about.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I see you post on your story like you're with a camera, like recording something.
I took a film class, single camera class. That's what it was called. Nice. So that was really fun for me, and I was like, "Damn, I'm in my senior year, and I'm now discovering this.
Yeah.
Why? Like, I could have done this since the beginning, but God's timing, you know. Yeah. Everything's on divine timing, but
everything aligns when it's supposed to.
Exactly. but it still sucked because as soon as I graduated, they opened a whole new studio, a whole new state of the art studio. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Because that could have been all mine if I was like even a semester. If I stayed a
But
semester after.
you can't go back as an alumni?
They told me I can. And I went the other day just to record an episode in the radio station, and they were being so hard. I'm like, yeah, I definitely can't get into Studio B if y'all acting like that. Like, they had their guards up. I'm like, okay. I'm gonna get there one day though. Like, I really like Spike Lee stuff. I'm
a big fan.
I think it's because we from New York though.
Yeah, from Brooklyn.
We're biased.
Yeah.
I like Director X, Belly. You know the film Belly? With Nas and
Oh, I didn't watch that one, but I did hear about it.
It's a really good film.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it now.
Yeah. Yeah. It influenced a lot of music videos as well. He does music videos now, but back in the day he was like mainly into film. But
okay.
He's a really great director. And he speaks about manifestation through film a lot too. Like when I listen to his interviews, like if I like a person art, I have to listen to you speak too.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Because like how many times you watching a film you're like, wait, this person got a British accent? What the hell? Like I thought she was American the whole time.
They really know how to put the accent on, because I don't know how many Americans can do a really convincing British accent. You gotta practice for that. Take a class.
I could do a tad bit. Nah,
I'm not even gonna try.
A tad bit. Just a willy. A willy silly. No, but I just have to know the mindset behind the person. Especially like I can't watch TV anymore. Because or like just random just shit.
You mean like live TV or
yeah, live TV, and I barely watch Netflix or stuff like that. I only watch it if I'm like in a room full of people, because as an editor, you edit too. I feel like you have the editor eye now.
Yeah.
You can see stuff and it's like, what the hell? Like reality TV, I could see that shit be fake.
Yeah,
I'm like,
true.
yo, what the fuck? That's fake as shit. Y'all not even on the jet. Y'all saying y'all on the jet, but y'all just fought and y'all got off the jet. A jet cannot land that quickly. Y'all just got off the jet and y'all fighting. If you know what I'm talking about, you know, baddies. I'm talking about baddies.
My roommate and I were just watching this reality TV show. It was like The Queer Ultimatum. And the edits were crazy. Like sometimes the cup would be like half full, then like completely full, then gone.
You see stuff like that.
There would be a part where one of the people in the show, she had lipstick on, and the next clip she didn't have lipstick on.
Then again
she had lipstick. I'm like, we don't notice.
Yeah, stuff like that. It throws me off so much. Like even like, all right, I'm in journalism, right? So they force me to like watch the news and stay up to current events and stuff. So like even when I'm watching the news, sometimes I could tell like little things are just like scripted in a way where it's like, yo, they're actors too. And I
actually feel a little bit guilty about it, like being in the film field, because like, everything is orchestrated reality. Nothing is actual reality. Like everything is through the lens of like somebody else, how they want you to see it, and you really can't trust anything that you see.
And it's like a whole mind game, because like other people don't understand it, but I'm pretty sure you have people that understand it around you because you're in the media industry. But I don't have people around me that understand it, so I just sound like I'm trying to explain.
Conspiracy theorist?
Literally, that's how I sound. Like, even the other day, they were like, oh, it's going to rain all weekend. Make sure you have your umbrella. It's going to be a wash away, flooding. I'm just like, they're just doing that to spark emotion and to have you not add to the pollution and the traffic outside this weekend, right?
Oh, wow.
And my dad's just like, yo, shut up your ass, gal.
I didn't even think about that.
But that's how I be thinking. I'm just like, it's just for shock value. They need you to keep watching the news, and you want to tune into the weather now. And
if you notice, like when you watch the news, it makes you feel negative.
Yeah.
There's barely any positive news stories.
Exactly.
And that's negative emotions are the most powerful, and to profit off of, they're the most powerful emotion.
Yeah,
Because you can't
for
really
sure.
profit off positivity. If everyone's happy, like, what are you gonna make money off of that?
Exactly.
They're not gonna buy anything. They're not gonna be worried and tune in. They're just gonna live their lives and be happy, chill.
And it's like they dead ass be lying because that weekend it did not rain. It was like a little shower.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, that's crazy how they just be orchestrating stuff and it really creates people realities. Not mine though. Be safe out there. I know, like, even when like the editing thing again, like these Netflix shows, I feel like they rush production a lot. And sometimes I can tell that because even like what you said, like the one shot, the glass is full and then it's empty and then you go back and it's full and it's like, yo, the continuity is not there. Yeah. But I'm just like, I see it in everything and it drives me crazy. So I just be like in my room editing my podcast and just like, shit, this world. Especially when I started using a green screen. I'm just like, yo, they could really do anything and like sell it. Yeah, but has there been any like eye-opener moments that it's like, yo, this thing could really manipulate people's realities?
Let me try to think. Like in terms of fictional things or things that are like supposed to be reality or like nonfiction.
Like things that really, what first lifted the veil for you and it made you be like, I cannot watch media the same anymore?
So it was when I was in college. I had a class that was about advertising. And we talked about advertising from its inception. So, you know, the newspaper was created to advertise to people, and they put news stories in theirs, and news stories in there, you know, to add padding to make people want to buy the newspaper and read it. So then they could just look at the ads while they're like skipping through the pages. So then radios came about and they made like radio shows. They put stories on there, narrated stories, comedy shows, but just audible. And then they also had ads in there. The main purpose of the radio was for the ads, but they had to create that content for people to tune in. No one's gonna sit and listen to ads play over and over again. They want like actual content. So then we got into, you know, TV, and TV was created for the same thing. It was just the next step of development. So now we have moving pictures. You can add like, you know, actual actors acting out what you want them to buy and stuff like that. And I was like, this whole industry was created to advertise. Like we advertise not only outside of, you know, the movies, but we advertise in the movies. Like the actors use certain products, or there's certain things that we do the set design with. Like everything is for ads, and we don't even realize how much we're being advertised to all the time. It's like it's constant. It's really like right now we have this. We're not trying to advertise.
Yeah, I got Supreme. I got Supreme on the shirt. I got Jordan on the logos. Feet. Get me.
I actually don't wear too many logos just because I feel like a walking billboard all the time. But I mean, I wear shoes, but like
isn't that Telfar over there? Cause you had the Telfeezy in the cut.
Okay, I try not to, but yeah, I don't. I mean, my clothes at least.
Yeah, I get it. No, I get it. You gotta.
But I do. You know, we can't avoid the logos sometimes.
Yeah. No, I get it. I'm just teasing you.
But yeah, taking that class really like lifted up like how much things are a constructed reality.
No, for sure. Like, you know, it's funny that you say that. My brother was in advertising, and now I remember that's how the veil got lifted for me. He was deep into advertising. He was telling me some things I probably shouldn't even say right now.
No, let them know.
He was just breaking down. He had a project. He was doing the Stephen Curry new release. He was releasing his shoes, right? And he had a pamphlet like thick, like 1,000 pages thick for a 30-second commercial. Damn. And I'm just like, damn, like what is in that pamphlet? It's just a 30-second commercial. And he's explaining to me that every single page, something is moved a little or like something is added, and they have to document every single thing. I guess it was like the storyboard, but all printed out, kind of.
The storyboard after it was shot or before it was shot?
I guess it was like the how every scene was going to be shot kind of thing.
Okay. And so in every frame they moved something?
Yes.
How did
But
they
he
shoot
had
the
everything printed out on. I don't even know if I'm explaining it right because I didn't understand it. He was explaining to me when I was young, but it was like a pamphlet, and basically it was just still images that added up to the commercial in a way.
So it wasn't an animated commercial, or they shoot it like live, like just with
It was on a set. It was like on a set. But I guess it was the background of the set that every
Oh, okay, I could see that.
yeah.
But it was like a digital camera just rolling video.
Yes. But I guess like they had to like frame different things in a kid room. It was like a scene of the kid in a room and his background was like moving. But I'm saying all of that to say it's crazy how everything is so intentional.
Yeah.
Even in like a 30-second commercial and it goes by so fast.
Yeah.
And all seeing him go through all that work and all that tedious like nights up late just for a 30-second commercial really makes like put everything in perspective for me. And I was like, why are you going that hard for the commercial? But it's a bunch of money that goes behind it as well. That's why they're going that hard for the commercial.
Yeah.
Because they understand the human psyche. And back to what you were saying, I learned in my PR class, public relations, shout out to Tequila White. I love you. That was you were my first Black professor. You was mad cool.
Hey.
Yeah. But she basically our first class she talked about how people like the origins of public relations, right?
Mhm.
And there was it was created by Edward Benet, and he was basically the son of the nephew of some big, what's his name? He's like a psychologist. Name a psychologist you could think of.
The way my memory works.
But he was like the nephew of a big psychologist, right?
Okay.
His name was Edward Benet. Look it up. When he first started PR, he basically started it because he understood the human psyche because of his uncle.
Yeah.
And he understood that women, at first, I think the first campaign he tested it out with was cigarettes, and women did not want to smoke cigarettes because it was viewed as a manly thing. But then he rebranded it to him or whatever, and rebranded it to the public as something that was like you do on your free time for leisure, and you were cool if for social events, and or your husband is out doing what he needs to do, you might as well just have a cigarette and a glass of wine. And that's how like he marketed it to people as a leisure thing. And then that's more women started smoking cigarettes. It was a whole thing, but the power of just putting your ideologies onto people is crazy.
Tapping into that psyche. It really affects people.
Yeah. Hope I didn't lose any of y'all because I'll be chatting, but I'm still here though. So yeah, but like it's so deep. It kind of
it's terrifying.
It is terrifying.
Once you understand psychology, you could really destroy a person's life if you wanted to.
Why you said that? I'm scared. I'm scared. Because it's so true. It's so true. That's why I feel like, all right, even like we label I don't even know where I want to go with this conversation. Should I get deep and dark, or should I?
I don't know. I'm actually a deep and dark person. Like every time I have a conversation, it tends to go there.
Okay, good. So she's ready. She's ready. Yeah. She's ready. Strapped and loaded. I feel like even if I have kids, I don't know. I don't even want them to watch TV. Yeah. Because like there's so much things that I learned because I wasn't supervised when it came to media. I learned a lot at a young age that I should not be knowing. I was, girl, if I had told you the half of it,
I tried to restrict myself as a child.
As a
I
child.
know, even I had that restriction as a child, but sometimes curiosity gets to the better of you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got my first access to like the internet, like really like without being like the family computer, like at 12. It was pretty late compared to our generation. But you know, my family wasn't trying to
12.
play that. So
Damn, your family knew.
yeah,
They
they
knew.
knew a bit, yeah. So but
I
I
was
mean
on that. I was 5 making. I don't God know what I was doing on there at 5. No, for real.
No, I feel that. I definitely I've seen it and I've experienced it myself.
Mm-hmm.
Just like following links and going down like a rabbit hole. Cause you're a kid, like you don't know
Mm-hmm.
that you don't know how bad it is. Like, you don't even know that it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
So you just keep going and going until you stumble upon something that's like it changes you. It changes
Yo,
you
for the rest of your life.
yeah.
Going back. Yo, it's crazy.
And it's really easy to find stuff on the internet. You don't even have to know what you're looking for. You can stumble upon stuff.
Mm-hmm. Even like, all right, I grew up like in a daycare and stuff, so I used to always have to watch kids constantly. And I like growing like in high school, I used to end up watching like whatever the kids are watching. And I'll watch and I'll be like, wait, this is the type of shit y'all are watching. Have you ever watched an episode of Teen Titans Go?
I have, yeah.
That shit is mad retarded. Yo, like Beast Boy twerking and like it was just so random and all over the place. I'm like, okay, I see why you guys act like this. It makes sense.
Yeah.
You guys have no type of attention span, and the show like reflects that. But another thing with like kids when they're watching certain shows, I feel like they interpret it differently too. So they're picking up on things that we aren't picking up as adults. Same way how we're picking up on things they're not picking up. Like if I watch like a Sweet Life on Deck or Sweet Life on Zach and Cody episode, like now, I'm gonna pick up on nuances that I wouldn't have picked up as a child. And I don't know like what's the agenda sometimes, especially with these people creating content for children.
It could be dark. It could be some bad intentions about how they want kids to start thinking. Honestly, like there's a lot of grooming going on with a lot of TV shows.
I was about to get into that.
Yeah, like certain ways you say stuff like on a TV show meant for kids could prepare them to hear that in real life and then get them more comfortable with the idea of hearing those things and also seeing type of touches that people do like on a TV show that aren't what we really do in real life or what shouldn't happen in real life. And it's kind of crazy. Like especially like that show, I think it was Victorious. Like it was
you know what went on that show, right? It's sickening
like,
to my stomach. Did you know that the mirror in Sweet Life on Zach and Cody, the mirror London Tipton used to look at and be like, "Do I look good today?" and stuff. That mirror was played by a whole pedophile.
What?
That the character for the voice, the person, was a pedophile.
Oh my God.
And then you got pedophile telling London Tipton, who was under 21 at the time, "Oh, you look nice today. Oh, you look beautiful today." Sickening to my stomach. And knowing stuff like that makes me not even want to like watch TV. It's like, y'all can have that.
And I feel like pedophilia is rampant in this industry, the film industry. I try to separate myself from it, but that's also keeping in mind knowing that I'm not gonna get to certain rooms where like people who are important enough to be pedophiles and still be able to work and not be reprimanded and like people don't care. There's no blind eye. Where they're working, I'm not gonna get there because I don't want to be around them. So that means I want to stay at a certain level, but that also means like people like us, like we should be creating spaces like not equal to theirs, but like just on our own level.
Yeah, for sure.
Where we are able to reach those levels.
Yes,
Because
Jennely.
we don't want to be with them. I don't want to be with them.
Yeah,
I
she
don't want to
not
work
gonna
with them.
sign the Illuminati. Yes. Yes. Nah, that's like for real. Like you feel like you have to kiss up to these people. You could create your own rooms for real. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't kiss up to my boss. Like, I'm not kissing up to
Hmm.
some, no matter how much fame you have, like,
No, for sure. Oh my god. This just got me thinking about life. That's why I didn't want to go here. How do you think? Do you think it's just too late? Like it's already infiltrated, like pedophilia and stuff, like negative. Cause I'm just trying to think happy thoughts, happy thoughts,
Yeah.
happy thoughts, happy thoughts.
I mean, just
Deja.
because you think about these things doesn't mean it's like negativity that's supposed to be draining your energy.
Mm,
Like, you can talk about it and separate yourself from it. Like, notice that it's there, but keep your energy secure and safe.
yeah, that's true. You don't have to be of it. You could just
Yeah.
observe from afar.
Like, something I always tell myself, like, especially when I'm talking about something or I'm just experiencing something bad happening,
Hmm.
like, instead of letting it hit me and affect me and like beat me up, I just let it go through me. Like, whatever emotions I'm like experiencing, I just let it go through me.
Hmm.
Those thoughts go through me and like and out. I don't know where they go when I'm done, when it's done being in my body, but it's out. I'm not turning my back and looking back at them. I'm just,
Hmm.
it's done.
Do you meditate?
I do meditate, yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. We got a meditator in the building. No, I meditate too, like every day because I feel like I have to do that to clear my mind.
Yeah.
Because this world is moving so fast, especially because of technology. It feels like it's speeding up the process of just. Have you seen a 15-year-old now? They look
Yeah.
older than us.
Yeah.
And that is also due to the media, like what
It's
they're
very,
intaking.
it's very rare I see a 15-year-old who actually looks like a kid. And when
Yeah.
I do see it, I'm like kind of taken aback. Like, but then I remember this is what I look like at
Yeah,
15.
yeah.
Like, this is what, like, this is a child. Like,
Yeah,
they should
yeah.
look like a child. So,
Yeah. Like they be having full frontals down to their damn ankles. I'm like, yo, what's going on here?
yeah.
But I don't even know where I was going at all because I was really like I'm really shocked by when I go in public and I see these high schoolers walking around. I'm like, yo, what the hell? What is in the food? Like, what's going on?
There's a lot of pressure to be an adult now because
Yeah,
everything has been like what's the word I just used? Um,
glamorized. I don't know.
no, about the pedophiles.
Oh,
Like,
groomed.
it's been grooming them to be more adult for so long now.
Yeah,
Basically their whole lives at this point.
yeah. Even back to like social media and stuff. I feel like it's only going to speed up the process of our aging.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying physically because I feel like it's going to help us to look like, you know, a 50-year-old doesn't look like a 50-year-old when a 50-year-old was a 50-year-old in like 1970s. You know what
I
I
know what you
mean?
mean. I know what you mean.
So in that case, it's not speeding up like physically, but mentally, I feel like it's speeding us up like mentally. Like I feel like a lot of us like right now I feel like I'm 40.
Yeah.
You know?
When I was like 15, 16, I felt like I was in my 20s. And not in a way like, oh, I'm so adult, like whatever.
Yeah.
But just because I had so much to deal with at that time.
Hmm.
And I was like handling so much stuff and I didn't really have time to be a kid. And now I'm learning how to be my age or at least enjoy like being young. Like I'm not trying to be um in my 30s or 40s mentally when I'm 22.
Hmm.
It's something that I really had to learn though. It didn't
Yeah.
come easy.
It's like we rush to this stage for what? For what? Oh, it is 50. I'm at 10 minutes. Okay. Okay. I feel like we have so much to talk about.
Yeah.
Damn. um, where do you think like the future with filmmaking will go with AI? And we could finish off with that. I really want to talk to you about that. Like, it's very interesting because now the illusions are like they're ramping it up. Like, have you watched Black Mirror?
Yeah. Yeah.
You seen the last season?
Yeah, I did.
Shit, I couldn't get past the first episode. It was too much. It was too much for my mental health. It was too much. But like even seeing that is just they're just showing us what they're gonna do with the technology in the future. Just like, aha, this is what we're gonna do. You got nothing to do. You got can't do nothing about it. And they were already doing that probably.
I think anything that they allow us to see, it's already been going on for a while.
hmm
And
Because right after I watched that episode, there was a show I seen come out on Amazon Prime called I Am a Virgo.
I've heard of that. I don't know what it's about.
But it's about like a giant living in the hood.
Yes.
And he's like 13 feet tall. But I'm like, wow, they're using CGI here.
Mhm.
They have to be using CGI. Ain't no way they're not using CGI. And I'm just like, wow. As soon as I watched that episode, I seen this show. And I'm just like, yo, they've been using all of this technology. What was the craziest episode you seen from last season? I'm gonna watch it when I go home.
I think the one that made me the most frustrated
Mm-hmm.
was the second episode.
Oh shit! You see, that's what I'm up to. That's what I'm up to. The first one is a lot for me.
Did
I'm
you
not
start
gonna lie.
watching it?
Yeah, I watched the first.
second?
No, I just finished the first one. I'm like, yo, I mean, that's enough for a year. I don't need to see this shit anymore.
All I will say is like, gather your belongings when don't leave anything behind when you're about to do stuff. Like, just take everything with you.
What does that even mean?
You'll know.
What does that even mean?
You'll know when you watch it.
Oh damn!
Like don't leave stuff. If you want to be sneaky, don't leave stuff. Just.
What does that even mean, Jennely?
I don't know.
Jennely, I'm about to watch that shit right here. Now, the first one got to me because, you know, like with social media, everybody wants to be the main character and stuff. And it was like, oh, you want to be the main character so bad, don't you? And then they made the main character the villain and then all of that.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, shit. Like,
it was kind of scary. Like, at first, it's not really giving Black Mirror. But then when I realized, like, everyone was just acting and being, like, the original, what was her name? Like,
Sanaa Lathan? No, not Sanaa Lathan. That's a whole nother person. Well, the actress you're talking about?
What's her name? Like Judy? Like the one in the show?
Oh, Joan.
June.
Yeah, Joan.
Joan?
Yeah, it was Joan. It was Joan.
How do you spell that?
Joan.
Joan. Oh, Joan. Okay.
Yeah.
I think in Spanish sometimes. So I'm like, so
no, that's
so when they show like Joan was actually not even the main character we had been seeing, which is somebody else. It's just a level.
Oh,
levels to it. I was like, okay, that's kind of crazy. Like, that there's like different dimensions of this world happening, and everyone believes in that world that that's actual reality. Like, what if we're in somebody's show right now? Like, we're just like next door. Like the show is about them, and we're just here doing our own thing, just to be in the background.
Damn, bro. You're the perfect person to come on here. I wish you had more time. Damn.
Yeah. I can come back.
Yo, you heard it. You heard it here. It's confirmed. It's on video. She's coming back. Yo, the craziest thing I took from that episode was that, all right, you know, like the main character syndrome. Everybody has a delusion that they're the main character because of like Instagram and all of that and Snapchat. Mm-hmm. The main thing I took from that is that it kind of puts us in a world where we feel like we have to do this thing that gives us this rush of dopamine constantly to feel like we're living. And this generation does not care for anything that makes them still. They're always trying to move. They're always looking for something. They always talking about motion. Yeah. You know. But it makes us afraid of like long processes and like even trusting the process. We just want to see, you know, instant gratification type things.
That's true.
So,
but there is so much growth that takes place when you are still and you allow yourself to just sit in that moment. Mm-hmm. Like you could, if you like sit in silence if you sit in like a certain emotion that you're feeling, you start to think about things that you wouldn't normally think about if you had pushed it aside and just kept it moving.
Exactly.
So like I've done like all of my healing has been done when I sit down and I actually like let myself feel everything. I used to run away from all of my problems, all my emotions, all my thoughts forever. Like I was never in my body. But if you sit in it and allow the pain to you experience that pain, whatever it is, and I know it's not gonna feel good. It's not gonna give you dopamine. It's not gonna feel like gonna give you happiness. But that's when you start to think about things that you would have never thought about.
Exactly.
And you realize how powerful you are. Because how we were saying before, like, those thoughts, they turn into your reality.
Yeah, for sure. And that's why being just aware, self-awareness is key. Because without it, you're just gonna go on autopilot. Like we're bringing it all back to the beginning. We're wrapping it up.
Yeah.
You see how we wrap it up here?
Like a little present.
Yeah. But unfortunately, we gotta go.
Yeah. It'll be a part 2.
Yeah, part 2 for sure. And we'll be on time, and we'll have like everything. No rushing. Okay, it was a good combo.
It was.
Thank you for joining me.
I love being here. This is amazing.
Yay! She loves it here, guys. Thanks.
I'm so proud of you for actually like doing this, and like you wake up, you should come shoot, and you edit and you put it out. Like that's amazing.
Thank you, Jennely.
It takes a lot to do that.
It does. They don't know the pain for real.
Yeah.
But yeah. Thank you for joining me. Another episode. Make sure you tell your friend, tell a friend to tell your friend mother that it's mind over matter, baby. Oh, yes. I love this couch.
I know. I always wanted my dream couch to be this. Like,
really?
like this material, this color. I still like lift it up from the bottom, but like this.
Fancy. Like a pull-out bed?
Not a pull-out bed, but like just I don't like furniture that touches the ground because I like to clean on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.